In part 11, I was working on a hand, so I'm halfway done with it. So all I have to do now is add the fingers. So, what I need to do first is this. I'm actually going to delete these four faces right here. So, just delete these. And then I'm going to take these two right here, I'm going to extrude like this. And also, I shouldn't do that yet. Let's try again. Okay, so select these faces right here. Make this bigger. And let's rotate a little bit too, just so it'll be in line. And there you go. And let me turn this back on, because I forgot to turn it on. Anyways, so now let me just select these faces right here and extrude it like this. And now I don't want to feel like that because it's kind of weird. So what I can do instead is go to Edit and click on this. And now it makes a hexagon like this. Okay, so I'll make it smaller. Okay, next I'm going to extrude this part, like so. Let's see. I'll just do this right here. Here. That's a too long a thing, so let me do it again. Also, this whole hand needs to be rotated some. So I'm actually going to do this. Actually, I'm going to do this. No, I'm going to do this one. Okay, there you go. Except not quite. I need to do that one. Okay, good. Here, let me just do this before I continue. Yeah, so I'm having to go to individual origins so that I can actually rotate all at once. I could just do this, and that works too, but I'm not going to do it in this case because I've already got it aligned enough. So now I can do this, go back to the finger, and now let me actually extrude like this, make it bigger, extrude it again, make the part smaller until it's round. And now I'll be back. Okay, so I kind of get the finger done already, but here's a problem. So you can see that at this view, it's kind of flat, but you go to top, it's not flat. And that's because you have this one edge that's splitting these two faces into, so I'm splitting this hexagon into two quads, and because your faces are coplanar, it causes a problem. So there's a few ways you can do it. One, you can just slice one edge, and then pull it out until it's round. The second way is to just, right click to bring it to the menu, subdivide, but uncheck this box to make them triangles, and then pull it out once you go to vertex select. Or a third option, and one that the third option is that one that might actually trigger some people is if I were to just delete this, well, not delete, but I'm going to dissolve this vertex to make a hex face. So I make one, and yeah, so people don't like using polygons that have more than 4 sides because they can cause some issues. They also consider them as just n-gons, though hexagons should not be labeled as equally useless as octagons and higher, for example. I've already made a video demonstrating that, so I'm not going to show the reasons here. I chose a single hex face because it gives me the best results, as you may remember from a minute ago. So, because if I do this, see, hexagon, 2 quads, or I could just do this, split into 6 triangles. So really, it's just the best in my case. So anyways, with that finger done, let me first save this and then I'll continue. Okay, so now let's do the other fingers. But before I do that though, let me just do this. I just want to copy this, move it somewhere, and hide it, and you see why soon. Because now I'm going to do this. I have to have a fat finger. I don't want it that big. Let me scale it down some. Also, I want to make it a little longer because it's a very short finger too, so let me do this. So let me just extrude it out. I think like that. That's just probably too big still. Okay, let's try again. Extrude out. Make this bigger. I'm also gonna do this too. Let's do like that. Actually, let me do this though. So smaller, and then same with this one. Oops. Or I just do this. So I did press G twice, and now I'm gonna press C to clamp it, and I think that's kind of good. Let's see if I got edit mode. Yeah, it's gonna still show up though because it's still hidden, but not out of mesh. Yeah, that works. Okay, good. So now let me just do this. If I do Control B, yeah, okay, good. So this right here, that's so that he can bend his finger when he moves and stuff. Also, I just realized that this needs to be, well, let's do this. Smaller. Also, let me do this. Yeah, sorry about that. Like I said in like an earlier part, I think with the head I was doing, that some of this is trial and error, so I have to figure out what works best for my guy. Now another thing is, you'd be like, hexagons won't allow face loops. And you're right, they don't. But that's not the topology's fault, it's just Blender itself is prone to hate quads. Sorry, it's prone to hate anything that isn't quads, basically. So, to get around that here, select all the quads like this, and then this, and that's what it'll look like though. So yeah, if you don't want that problem, then you can just use the two quads, but I'm not gonna here though. But anyways, enough of that. Let me now do this. And what the heck? I just realized a problem right here. Okay, so what's happening is that, if you look over here, if I don't get clear off, is that you have this right here where it's too wide. So let me just make it skinnier, and I'm gonna move it like this. Okay, good. And now, let me save this, and I'll be back. Okay, so time's kind of running out, so let me do this. Get that much. Okay, so I'm not going to duplicate his fingers like this. And one more because he's going to have a thumb. Let's do that first though. And so that's going to be about here. Now, in order for it to work, make sure that, you know, this is the center of edges. Okay, 6. And if I do this, but get rid of this. Good. So now I can just do this one. Delete these spaces. And then I can do this. So right click, and then bridge edge loops. Yeah, this tool is very handy to have. Also, I'm going to hide this because, oops, I meant hide it faces. Okay, let me get this in position though. Another thing is, this thumb is quite long, so I'll have to shorten it. So to do that, let me see this work. There you go. Yeah. Now you might be thinking that this will work, but if I do that, I don't want this. What you have to do is go to individual origins, and then, don't do that. Hold on. Sorry. I don't know what happened there. That was weird. What the heck? Okay, let me try again. What did I just do? I don't know what I just pressed, but hopefully it won't happen again. Anyways, get back to track. So with individual origins now selected, I can make it short without making it thinner. I'll just do this amount. Okay, so now I can just get these other things in position, and then rotate this. Also this one, and of course the same thing is unhide first. Oops, and this too. Yeah, give me space right here because we're not gonna need these. But now I want to do this. Select the two edges like that, as just I mean, and then bridge them like this. And same thing here. Take these two and bridge them. Now, that's looking kind of weird, and that's because these edges right here, they're actually way too, out. So, here's how you fix that. Just grab them and pull them back. I mean, X is not Y. Also, these ones are out more than they should, so let me fix that too. Okay, so now we're on the X-axis, and also this one is well, it's too far in this direction, so put this back over here. And then this one, yeah, a little bit down. Okay, so that's all I'm gonna do to hand for now, except for one thing. This is actually too tall. And I had to go to medium point now, because otherwise it would not do anything in this case. And then this as well. And you know what? Let's make it smaller too. There. Okay, so that's all I'm gonna do to hand. So I'll see you in part 13.